Well, good morning, guys. We are working on some lights today on our CF Moto 800. We did order 2 sets of these. The one set is here already. The other one's a little behind. It's supposed to be arriving sometime after the 4th of July. So, I don't know why they ordered at the same time. But we're going to put one on this bike and one on that bike. This one's got turn signals and lights, all that fun jizz because of our street legal. The other one's going to have the same thing, but it's only going to be wired for brakes and just light itself temporarily. But we are going to put them back here. Not sure where we're going to put them yet. If we're going to put them here, because if we put them here, I lose cargo space for everything, or I might just pop a hole right here and put those babies right here out of the way so I still have cargo space for like coolers and stuff. But we'll see, because the wiring for everything is right underneath the seat. Real easy to get to. The only thing we got to tap into is we got to find a wire for power ignition so we can have the power turned off to them. Pretty simple stuff. Wire and a fuse. The wiring is actually pretty simple. What we gotta do. So I'm like all tangled up here with everything. This is the wiring we got. So these just screw into the bottom of the light. And then we got these wiring, don't mind the mess here. But these are actually pretty simple. Let's see if I can get this out of the way here. Daily vlog as a vlogger, one-handed does not quite work, does it? Oh. There we go. Alright. Making this a little easier. You got your left and right turn signals. Your white wire is your reverse wire. These are both powers, and then you have your brake light wire. So pretty easy to wire in, since everything is already right here underneath the seat. And it goes into a control box. Don't mind the mess. This was just a temporary thing to make sure that they worked. This all goes to a box, comes out of the wiring, and it's done. It uses AR infrared, or RA, or whatever it is, infrared, for the signal, which is controlled by the remote. I didn't get one that's Wi-Fi controlled. Not Wi-Fi controlled, app controlled. So we just have the basic like remote for everything, which is, it works. You know, I didn't need the app controlled. Have it to sound and music, all that expensive stuff, because I wasn't gonna spend $600 for a set of whip lights. So with that being said, let's get these seats pulled off, some panels pulled off, and let's get this wiring ran. Alright everybody, so we got some panels off here. Pull out the electrical box. Got this open. So looking at this, I could put them here, like I said, but got an issue of, one, it doesn't fit all the way through. I know there's screws in there, but take the screw off, it doesn't fit all the way through. So my better bet is I'm just gonna mount them right here, on here, just right behind this here. Real easy. We'll pop a hole through the steel on both sides. Mount them right there, just make it easier. I know the plastic should be there, but I kind of like my cargo space. Alright guys, let's put it this way. After the holes are drilled, pins are in, they are set up right there like that. Yeah, it has flags. There it is. Got the lights on. Now what we're going to do is, I might spin this one on 180. Because the wiring I want it inside. Ain't no biggie. Figured it out anyway. I think I'm just gonna run the wiring right up through where the lights went. For all of them, I think they're just gonna drop them right down through there. Yeah, right up there, probably. I'll figure it out. You guys, going through some videos, we lost some footage on the light, so your turn signals will go to turn signals, and the brake light will go to a brake light switch, and the power wire we ran to the keyed switch on the ignition switch, so which will make it easier when you turn the key on, they turn on, all this other stuff. But I'm not happy with that footage, but it got deleted or it didn't get recorded, or I talked and didn't push record. I don't know, like a vlogger. Anyway, so that's what we did. Wired all that stuff up. Don't forget to hook the ground up, because if you don't hook the ground up, then you're not gonna have power, and yada yada yada. All right, well, we got the blue one out of the way. got mine back in. So what we're gonna do on this one is I'm gonna put a couple of like safety lights on this one. This is what we'll be doing with it. They're just short little safety lights, not a big issue. There's 4 of them. There's gonna be 2 in the front, 2 in the rear. They are bright as heck. I'm just not sure where I want to put them just yet. I want to mount them somewhere where they'll be visible, but I don't want them in the way, so I'm going right there, down there, you know, wherever we're gonna put them. I may just put them like on this bracket bar right here. Have them hidden on that thing. Actually, might be a better idea right there. Just put them on this thing so we're not drilling holes into the plastics. Just put them right there, easier to get to. Possibly the same thing on the rear, so they're not actually in the way. Rear we can put them somewhere else probably. I'll figure it out. But I think on the front I'm gonna put them right there in that corner on the plastic so they're not in the way of anything. Alright, there's our first light right there. That's where we're going to put the other one too. Just right here. Works out perfect. There's nothing behind there besides the bar, and the wiring is nice and tucked away. And it's going to come out like right here until we figure out where we're going to put the box at, because the box is, it's not terribly big. It's small, but it's not waterproof either. So we might be doing some waterproofing on this. And the other thing is that the main power wire, I think it's kind of short, but we'll take a look. I'm not 100% sure how long it is because everything's just kind of, everything's tangled up in here. So I'll have to figure out how that is, but I'm going to get the lights where I want them first, and then we'll figure out the box and wiring situation like that. Well, we got the rear ones mounted. They're mounted right there, and the wires through. Pop them up underneath the seat right here. So we're going to take off this cover. See if we can't just sneak it in real quick. And come up the front here. Like run them along right in here. Pop them up in front. Because the box is small enough. We can tuck it away up here. Somewhere. Not sure where. Probably mount it right there, maybe. We'll see. I haven't got enough for yet. So, I think we're gonna run all the wires right here underneath the seat. I'm gonna mount the box for the stroke controller. Right here, the rest of the wiring is everything ran fine. The 2 wires that go up front and the power wire, as well as just tucked away along the side of that rail right there. So, we're gonna put that up there. See if we can't get a couple of the screws in somewhere to like mount it. If not, we'll just we'll mount it right there. Just get there right there. Take the wires that are all leftovers, wind them up, zip tie them up, get them nice tucked away so they're not in the way of anything. Alright, well, here's a little mechanism like right there in this little black thing. We actually put a piece of rubber over it, and then I ran some waterproof Gorilla duct tape across all its waterproof as well. So it's not going to get any water in it. And then we just kind of wrapped up all the wiring right there. We're still got to do a couple zip ties right here for the power wire that is running up this way to keep them tucked away. Other than that, head back there, we're going to put these panels back on and see what other ties or what else we do here. And figure out a fuse and wire this up to the power. Okay, well, I did film me that, but we got the zip ties about there, and then, you know, it's all tied up in the bundle right there. Got the plastics back on, this all put back together, both seats back on. Now all we gotta do, up here, I gotta find a fuse link, probably shorten this cable because it's like 5 miles long, and then plug it in, and we're good to go on lights. I know it's taking a lot of clips and stuff for this video, but here's the wire for those strobe lights. We're not going to use this wire because we don't really need that long of a wire, so we just kind of cut the end of it off here. That's just, we're just going to pigtail it here. I got to find a fuse or something that we can run for that. I'm not sure what do we need. Guess we'll find out. turn on to see if it blows or not before we hook everything up. I'm pretty sure the 10 amp will work. Ooh. We'll do 10 amp. Hook the ground up, try to fuse positive if it blows. Well, I don't know, I step up, but I'm pretty sure 10 amp will be just fine for these because they're not going to pull that much power. Alright, well I found out that these little lights, these ones here, at full power on steady on, is 40 watts. So do a little math, take it down, you take the 12 divided by 40, or 40 divided by 12, whatever it was, comes out to like 3.33 amps. So technically I run a 5 amp fuse on this, and we're good to go. 5 amp, it doesn't pull anything. So what we're doing is I'm going to take a wire. I don't have any fuses at the moment. We're going to take a 5 amp fuse. We're going to clip on one end like this, stick it in the fuse, put another clip on this wire, and stick it in the fuse. Then we'll wrap it up with tape just to make sure it doesn't ground or touch anything. And there's our fuse, because I don't have inline fuses currently. Thought I did, but I don't. So that's our fuse. There we go. Okay, so we got this all taped up. Wrap it up so we do anything, so we can actually see the fuse still. If it doesn't work, well, we'll change the fuse out, but according to my little math did, it's great. I'm just going to leave that right there. Turn it back on. Now, when we turn the remote on, we got all the settings. So A is on, B is to change the settings, or no, C changes the settings. Does the back does the same link as that. These different strobes, the flashes. Or you just do a steady on. So that's how that works. And control the remote control for buttons, power off. That is it for those ones. We're gonna put this back together, get back on it, and that's all set with that. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, I know it's a little different, but give it a thumbs up.